open your books, take out your homework, and listen for your name while I take attendance. Doesn't that bring back some wonderful memories? Well, of course it does. That's how our teachers always began class every day. As an ESL teacher, I don't have that luxury. Number one, you need to make sure the students understand you, but also working at a private institute, we have competition right next door. At least we did when we taught classes in person. Now, virtually, the competition is even thicker. So we need to make sure the students are in the mood and actually enjoy it. One, so they succeed, and two, so that they stay. And quite frankly, I don't want that automatic authority that a traditional school teacher would have. I'd rather earn it. It lasts a lot longer that way when you earn their respect instead of their obedience. The institute where I work now, they have a methodology called PPP. Present, practice, produce. Or as I say, I need to turn away from the microphone when I do that. The methodology I learned was EPA. Engage, practice, and activate. If you can engage them for 1 minute, you keep them for 1 hour. It's that simple. What's the difference between engage and present? Well, I talked about that in the last video with PowerPoint. Present is when you take the lead and it becomes a teacher-centered classroom instead of a student-centered classroom. And like I also mentioned, the progress is not in the technology. The progress is in the student focus, actually caring about the people in the classroom as being the reason we have a class. In Basic 1, you're probably wondering why I have my board today. I want to do some teaching. I'm leaving at the end of the month, so I'm going to miss it. But when I start my class, I make sure I get there early, move the desks off the back wall so the students can't sit back and sleep and text, pull up an Eminem song. Hi, my name is what? My name is, and I point to it as I do it. Don't worry, I don't think Eminem is going to see this. Somebody in that classroom knows what the question is. And the question is, the student gave me the question, so I didn't tell them anything. Now, once they drill that, anybody who walks in late to the classroom is going to get ambushed with, hi, what's your name? And then they have to say, my name is Julio, my name is Jorge, my name is Angelina. And now you have now engaged the students, not only with you, but with each other. The second question now is going to be, my favorite something is something. My favorite food is pizza. They're going to say, what's your favorite? And then you pull categories. And now you have not opened up the book and you have engaged your students. Meanwhile, in the classroom next door, somebody else is teaching Basic 1 because the Basic 1s are all in the same section. They are listening to the audio. How do you spell notebook? How do you spell notebook? Can you speak slowly, please? Can you speak slowly, please? Can you believe that some teachers actually use the book to teach hello, hi, what's your name? It's outrageous. And that breaks the number one rule of teaching, which is also the number one rule of speaking. By the time you get to the book, it's too late. By the time you get to the material that you're going to present, it's too late. When I say the number one, I don't mean the most important, but the first thing when you present. You have to engage them before you give them any information. Before you give them any kind of a lesson, they need to be engaged. Now that we know a good introduction involves engaging people before you present your material, you know that by the time you open the book, it's too late. Here are some things not to do. Do not start by thanking people. So many people do it. If you watch a speech on YouTube, you probably fast forward ahead of all the thank yous. Your live audience doesn't have that luxury. You lost them if you start by thanking people other than them. Your audience matters more than the people who booked you to speak. That's another reason why I don't like TED Talks. TED Talks are high school assemblies for adults who forgot to go to college. Just say no to TED Talks. The other thing not to do is to start off with the information or start with, take out your handouts and let's look at the PowerPoint and read along. You've already lost. Your assignment now is to create an outstanding introduction. You've got 1 minute to hook them. And once you do, you keep them for 1 hour. Are you ready?